Hey there, CG Math students. Welcome to Math Test number 55. We are on page 88 in your textbook. So today we're going to do some multi-step problem solving with ratios. And our first one is Francesca and Elizabeth are participating in a walkathon fundraiser. Each girl walks for 3 hours. How much will they raise together? So you'll notice they have two different rates right here, but we want to know how much they raise together. The first thing you want to do is for Francesca and Elizabeth, find out their unit rate. So Francesca, Elizabeth, and the unit rate is dollars per hour for both of them. So let's find out what they're currently at. Francesca is at $25.50 per half hour. So we want to divide $25.50 divided by 1/2. And Elizabeth's at $14.50 per 1/4 of an hour. So once we do this division, we're going to end up with 25.50 divided by half is equal to $51 per hour here. And Elizabeth is going to end up with $58 per hour here. So now we've got two equations, right? Francesca is the money raised is equal to her rate, which is 51 per hour, right? So 51 per x, right? Again, money was y, hours were x. And then Elizabeth's equation is, again, the money raised, y, is equal to her rate, which is 58 per hour, x. Again, y was money, hours was x. So now to figure out how much they make in 3 hours, we just got to plug in. Y is equal to 51 times 3. Plugging in for hours. And for Elizabeth, y is equal to 58 times 3, plugging in for hours. So when I do this multiplication for Francesca, I get 51 times 3 is $153 in 3 hours. And for Elizabeth, 58 times 3 is $174. So how much did they raise together is just simply an addition problem. 153 plus 174, and we get $327 raised together. Notice on page 88 they used M and H. That was the same thing as y equals 51x and y equals 58x for M and H. Go to page 89. Look at the model. How can you describe the constant of proportionality? If we just take a simple look at Elizabeth and Francesca's equations, Elizabeth raises $58 per hour. That's her constant of proportionality. And Francesca raises $51 per hour. That's her constant of proportionality. Kind of answered question 2 already, but how could you use the constant of proportionality for each, to see how much they raise in 3 hours? You can multiply. Multiply each rate by 3. So how much money did they raise together? It was $327. So one way is you could find out how much Fran raises plus how much Elizabeth raises to get your $327, right? Or you could use this equation, right? Where you could say, hey, I know together they're going to raise whatever M is equal to 51 plus 58, and then multiply those by 3. Okay, move over to page 90, look at number 6. At a certain bookstore, you can get a $5 coupon for every 4 books that you buy. What is the least number of books you can buy to get $15 in coupon? Show your work. So our constant proportionality is how many books per money here, right? So it's if we got $5 coupon for every 4 books, our constant proportionality books to money is simply 4 over 5, right? So y, our books, is equal to 4/5 x, our coupon, right? Our money. So we're trying to say, all right, how much can we get for a $15 coupon? Y is equal to 4/5 times 15. So in this case, y is equal to 12. So you have to buy at least 12 books to get $15 in coupons. I also think this is like a tape diagram right here, right? So if 0 books is going to get me $0, right? 4 books is going to get me $5. 8 books is going to get me $10. 12 books is going to get me $15 right there. Number 7. Swim team members can race or dive. At a meet, 18 members race. The ratio of racers to divers is 6-2. How many members are on the team? That's an important question right there. Right? So they said racers to divers is 6-2. So 6 over 2, because 6 represents racers, 2 represents divers. At the meet, there were 18 members that race. So 18 over X. So what we're solving for right now, X is divers, right? So we do our cross multiplication. We get 6 times X is 6X. 2 times 18 is 36. Divide both sides by 6. We get X is equal to 6. So that's how many divers there are. If there were 18 racers plus 6 divers, then how many members are on the team? That's 24 team members. And a little extra work there. Number 8, Roberto runs 25 miles. His average speed is 7.4 miles per hour. This right here you got to recognize is a rate. Okay? So his distance is equal to 7.4 miles times his time, right? Or y is equal to 7.4x, right? He takes a break after 13.9 miles. How many more hours did he run? So first of all, if he's running 25 miles and he takes a break after 13.9, how many miles did he actually run? 25 minus 13.09 should give you 11.1. So that's our time. Plug that in. That's our distance. Plug that in for y. So 11.1 is equal to 7.4x. Now just divide both sides by 7.4. And x is equal to, so those cancel off, 1.5. So he needs to run 1.5 hours more. And please come check in with me now.